Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. I wanted to do a Bible review today. Another Bible from Crossway Publishers that they sent me as a review copy, so I want to thank them for that. This is an ESV Bible with creeds and confessions. I'm really grateful for this Bible for a number of reasons, but one of the primary reasons is that a lot of Protestants are very ignorant of the history and tradition that has really paved the path of Protestantism as it stands today. And so having a Bible that not only includes the sacred text of Scripture, but also includes the historic creeds and confessions of the church allows Protestants to have a Bible that contains their heritage, their theological heritage. And so this is especially important for those who are seeking to recover classical Protestantism. As an Anglican, it's very important to me that we recover the classical Protestant vision in the way that we understand and interpret the Scriptures. And so getting into this review, this Bible comes in this nice case, English Standard Version in gold at the top. You got this awesome logo right in the center here, and then ESV Bible with creeds and confessions. Spine says basically the same thing. When you pull the Bible out of its case, you will see that it's a beautiful black finish. This is a true tone, so it's not a genuine leather, but it is very, very high quality. And surprisingly flexible for one of these kinds of Bibles. You typically don't see that in a lot of these Bibles. And so the binding is a Smith sewn binding. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. And the spine actually has raised hubs, which you typically don't see, again, on a Bible that is not a genuine premium level Bible. And so this is very, very nice. It's very aesthetic in the way that it looks for a Bible that is not premium. This Bible is 6 inches across, 9 inches tall, right around that height. And as you open it, you just have a paste down liner here, but it's very, very nice. It doesn't look like it's going to come up. The edges have a little bit of potential to peel, it looks like. And so that's something to keep an eye on. That would probably be the only warning about getting this Bible, is that the liner is a paste down liner. And so while it looks like it's made to last, it definitely has the potential to start peeling with extended use. Getting into the text itself, you have your traditional presentation page. You have marriages, births, adoptions. Then you have the preface to the Bible, the translation philosophy, the principles, the style, all that good stuff from the ESV team. And then you get directly into the text. Now, what you'll notice is, because this is not a premium Bible, this Bible is not going to stay open in Genesis. It's going to flip shut pretty quickly. So even if I push down, it just flips and closes. So it's going to take some breaking in order for it to stay open from the beginning of Scripture. But still, when you're holding it in your hand, you can fold this back like this, and it maintains its shape pretty well. So this is not going to be a problem. It's just not going to be a Bible that you can really set down on a pulpit if you're seeking to preach from it. It's going to be one that you're going to want to hold in your hand. The text of this Bible is really, really nice. It's very, very clear text, well printed, very not a lot of bleed through from the other page. I was really impressed with that as well. When I was looking, there's some ghosting, but the boldness of the black font on the white page is so nice that the ghosting really doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't have any sort of, it doesn't make it difficult to read. And it looks like it's align matched for the most part, a print. So that's also really nice and helps with the ghosting. In terms of the print, this is a type size of 10.5. And that is really, really nice. As many of you know, my eyesight is not the greatest in the world. And so like really tiny type, like 8 to 9 point type, can be difficult for me to read. Especially if I'm trying to hold my Bible and I can't just keep my finger along it. So for this one, you could either go like this, or, if you just wanted to read, this makes it really easy. You don't have to keep your finger on the page. The 10.5 font definitely helps with that. Now, in terms of the quality of the paper, it's thinner paper, but it's good quality Crossway paper. I'm comfortable lifting it by the paper like this, and I don't feel like it's going to rip out. And so this is the kind of quality that you've come to expect from Crossway Bibles. They have good quality paper, and usually there's not a significant difference between the quality of paper in a more, I guess you could say, a lower line Bible and a premium Bible. The quality of paper is pretty similar. This is a reference Bible, so you do have all of the references down in the right corner of the page, on each page. This is nice because it keeps the references from interfering with the text. It keeps the references delegated to a very specific area. So when you're reading the text, you're not having to sort what is actually scripture and what is reference notes. So that's a really nice layout. It reads almost like a thin line in the way that it's structured, which I really like because I really love the thin line Bibles. And then the references, like I said, in the right-hand corner, just keep this text from the references separate in a way that is really, really nice. But this Bible, the main thing that makes it unique and special are the creeds and confessions here in the back. So what's really nice is you have a list of the contents, and you have everything. So some of you may know that I did a review on the Reformation Study Bible a while ago. And while I like the Reformation Study Bible, they left a lot of confessions out and clearly had a bias towards Reformed theology specifically. And so this Bible is really nice because it not only includes the creeds and the confessions of the Reformed faith, it also has the Lutheran and the Anglican confessions in here as well. And so you have the Apostles' Creed, the Nicene Creed, the Athanasian Creed, the Chalcedonian Definition, the Augsburg Confession, the Belgic Confession, the 39 Articles of Religion, that's my confession of faith, the Canons of Dort, the Westminster Confession, the London Baptist Confession, Heidelberg Catechism, Westminster Larger Catechism, and Westminster Shorter Catechism. So this really has every major Protestant confession along with the creeds of the historic undivided church. And that is a really huge gift for Protestants who are looking to understand their faith. These confessions that were written during the time of the Reformation were really written specifically to offer not simply like, here's what we believe, but a defense for why the Protestant Reformation was justified. And so you'll find in a lot of these things not simply a positive doctrinal statement about what Protestants believe, but why it is Catholic, why it actually has a Catholic hegemony to it, that it justifies the departure from Rome. And so this is a great resource for Protestants who are seeking to dig their teeth deeper into what it is they believe. You have an introduction here, and the introduction is written by historian Chad Van Dixhoorn. And that's pretty cool. And then you get right into the text. They give a little intro to each thing. So the Apostles' Creed, it has a little history behind it. You have the Nicene Creed, a little history behind it, and then the creed itself. And the same with everything in here. You have even the Augsburg Confession. There's a really long just summary of how it came to be. And so not only are you getting the actual confessions themselves, you're getting the why behind it. You're getting how it came to be, where it was situated in history, why it was written, and for what purpose. And that is an invaluable tool for Protestants who are seeking to ground themselves in a more classical, confessional Protestantism. The last thing that I want to say about this Bible is there are 2 ribbon markers. I haven't pulled them out yet, so I'll pull one out here. This is the classic Crossway ribbon marker. Not very high quality, I'll be honest with you. The only thing I wish Crossway would do a little bit differently would be to have better ribbon markers. These ones are just, they're very thin. They can bend and break and be worn down pretty easily. And so something a little bit nicer would be nice, because these are basically the same kind that I have in some of my more premium Bibles. So I would like to see just a quality increase in the ribbon markers. Beyond that, brothers and sisters, this is a phenomenal Bible that is going to provide you with the Holy Scripture, but also with all of the creeds and confessions of the faith, so that you can study them along with Scripture and read the Scriptures that inspired them, cross-reference the confessional statements about doctrine with the Scripture that they use as reference to justify it, and in turn become a better and more informed and grounded confessional Protestant. So this Bible is $49.99 on Crossway's website. $49.99. So it is not an expensive Bible. $50, and you can have a Bible that includes every creed and confession of historic Protestantism all in one book. So I highly recommend you check this Bible out. You add it to your arsenal. And with that, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.